Hello all and good morning. We are starting a new core values campaign. As Merrill Brothers has continued to grow and we are not able to have day-to-day interactions with everybody, we would like to institute this core value campaign where everybody across the board can understand how we'd like people to be treated and how the company should operate. These core values will be rolled out across the next 5 weeks. We'll be having testimonials and videos from different people in the company. We hope that you take these videos to heart and help to learn these core values so that as we continue to grow, everyone knows how to be treated and how the company stands on certain issues and how we would like to be represented.
It was thinking about the things, some of the phrases that we say, some of the discussions that we have as we're training new people that are coming up through the organization, some of the things that we try to instill in them as they're becoming integral parts of our organization. What are the things that when they leave Merrill Brothers and go out to a project site, what are some of the things that we want to make sure that they're representing and communicating to our team, and how are they conducting themselves and representing Merrill Brothers? And so it really wasn't very hard to come up with the core values. It was harder to put them into words and then to grab scripture and attach those to each one of them.
So the core values, we would like to think that they're more about how we all should treat each other, but the real purpose of the core values is to help keep each one of us reminded of how we should be running this business. We use Romans 12 as a reference verse for the core values, and when you read it in Romans 12, it says not to be transformed by the ways of this world. And it's so easily in any environment, but especially in a business environment, to find yourself being transformed by the ways of the world instead of to seek out what God's perfect will is for your running a business. So when we roll these core values out, it's as much for each one of us that's in the management team as it is for each one of you that's in the field and helping to carry out each of these different items. So as we roll these out to you each week, we hope that you'll take the opportunity to kind of focus on what the theme is for that specific value and see how it really fits into your work environment, but also into your home environment or your life environment.
I guess I say that it's important to have a set of core values to keep everybody united on one front. And being a family business that is not managed by a board of directors or a corporation allows us to put what's most important at the forefront of everything we do. And one of those is, of course, our faith. And so hopefully we act that out with every decision that we make.
I mean, the main purpose and the main reason we're even here, it just happens to be that we're in the biosolids management world, but it's to carry out the Great Commission. That's really all there is to it. I have a saying I say a lot of times, the rest of it's just sludge. It really is.
Our niche of what we do is complex in numerous ways, whether it's waste or trucking or the combined sum of all of it. But we really have the best people. I mean, our people are just awesome. Our guys come to us with a lot of experience, a lot of different experience, a lot of different backgrounds, and someone from the outside looking in thinks trucking's trucking, but once you get into the market and into the industry, there's a lot of different things that happen with 18 wheels and even less a lot of times. We've got guys that have got less than 18 wheels of experience that are equally as complex and challenging and tricky things. So each of those people being given the proper resources and the problems to solve with the tools they need and the assets they need and the repairs and maintenance they need and the management support they need. It's really cool to see them commit to excellence in their own way because they build their own reputation, but in doing so, those reputations sum together really build a brand, and that brand is noticed. I mean, people see it and it doesn't go without acknowledgement. And a lot of times it's a thankless job because the guys don't hear those feedbacks from county directors or city leaders, or like they don't get to go to the pre-bid meetings that I have to go to and listen to. And there's a definite understanding that the caliber of our operation and the caliber of our people and what those people do every day is just it's a level higher than the competition. So all things considered, our value is substantially better, and there's not a better place to be when you get that kind of recognition, because it feels good and it's nice to know the team is being recognized in that way. And that commitment to excellence is I get to see all the time, and I wish that our guys got to hear that feedback more.
Yeah, so commitment to excellence, I think some of that could be summed up as in 40 years of being in business, Merrill Brothers has never failed to complete a project on time. That's a really big deal in the contracting world. That sets you apart from nearly all of your competition by, again, just showing up and doing what you're supposed to do, when you're supposed to do it, and completing it ahead of schedule, and honoring a commitment that you've made to a customer. And so, and doing it with excellence along the way. So, there's times when a set of specs require us to perform a certain task, and we have the option to do the bare minimum to check the box, or we could do it with excellence and do some of those extra things, like instead of just sweeping off the street when we're finished at a project, maybe we pressure wash it down or hit it with a fire hose, or they say a digester should be cleaned to this level. Well, maybe we go above and beyond and remove some extra areas or do some additional cleaning to make sure that it's prepared for the next company that's coming in to perform a service. And it's just going that little bit of an extra mile and doing some of those extra things that maybe aren't required to meet the minimum spec, but we do it with excellence and we provide excellent customer service. And it's those things as you're pulling out the driveway and you leave a site that's now perfectly clean and goes above and beyond the expectation that they would normally see. That's what sets us apart, so that they remember, man, when Merrill Brothers come in and when they were finished, they left this place immaculate. And that's kind of what we want to accomplish with excellence.
And it's simply a picture of what's supposed to be Christ that is standing kind of in between two people that look like they're carrying out some type of a business relationship, and yet Christ is in the middle of it. And so to me, that's the focus. I mean, when we talk about commitment to excellence, that's what we want. Is we want Christ in the middle of every decision that we make. We want Christ in the middle of how we run our business, because with all that intact, it helps to solidify the fact that we're doing God's will for what He wants done with this company. He doesn't need this company. He just blesses us with the opportunity to be involved with it and surrounds us with great people to do it with. And so as long as we keep those core values in place and we have that commitment to excellence, keep Christ to the center of the focus, and we keep these core values intact within ourselves, we can't help but be successful, because God will bless us for that.